So Jessica, I hear there's going to be a new shelter. Is that right?
That is correct.
This is a new animal shelter.
A new animal shelter.
What happens to the old animal shelter, the MSPCA?
We are hoping to stay in the building and lease the space from whoever the new owner of that building is going to be, of which I do not know.
But until they sell it, which it's for sale,
yes.
Who do you pay the MSPCA to stay there?
We are in negotiations to, if it's selling, then we would like to rent from the new owners. If it's in process of selling and that's not going to happen, we're dealing with the MSPCA and hoping that they'll lease the space back to us so that we don't have to move the animals to some other space and then move them back.
Does it, I mean, I have to ask you this, I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to just try to find another shelter that we can just have our own, or why
yes.
wouldn't we do that?
For right now, because we didn't have a ton of time, we scrambled. We've only been doing this for about a month since the news came out. So the possibilities of getting a new shelter isn't going to happen right away. If we can't stay in that building, we're going to go to Plan B, which would be to find foster homes for the current animals in there. And it's going to be a hassle to do that.
How helpful has the MSPCA been?
They've been fine, and I haven't been working with them. Jan Yeager has been our liaison, and they have been helpful.
Okay.
So they are working with us. I think their ultimate goal is for Nantucket to have a shelter that's self-standing, that they don't have to be involved with. So they will help us make sure that that happens. Mm-hmm. Whether or not we can keep the animals in there, I mean, down the road, of course, we'd love to have a sanctuary with all sorts of great places for animals to be, have no cages, all of that stuff. But for right now, if we can stay put, we'd like to.
So now, is this going to be an animal hospital still?
We hope so.
Okay.
We hope so. And of course, everybody's heard different things. I can't say one way or the other. We are all hoping that some of the vets will be able to stay in that building. I think that there's some negotiations going on about that, but I don't know. But that is our hope. And I think it's the MSPCA's hope that there will be veterinarians there, because we need emergency vet clinic, obviously.
That's the most important part?
That's the most important part.
Plus the shelter.
Plus the shelter. So I think we're working very separately. The shelter is one entity, and private vet practice would be another entity. And we're hoping to maybe share the space, ideally.
How many animals do we have there now?
You know, we don't have a ton of animals. It's that time of year. We're not seeing a lot of kittens. Plus there's the other new animal welfare group on the island, which is Cat Trap Nantucket, which used to be Nantucket Cat Rescue, okay. Carol Black's new organization.
Oh, okay.
So she has foster cats and kittens available at her house. She's now able to accept money and take donations, and she's a sanctuary.
Oh, that's good.
And dealing with the feral cat issues.
Yeah.
So she's doing her thing, and we're hoping to work together. So, but the problem is going to be, we can probably find foster homes for the limited dogs and cats we have in the building right now. But if there's ever a stray dog, there's nowhere for that stray dog to go. So the police department needs a solution as well. So they need a run available.
So right now, what are they doing?
Right now, it's still the MSPCA.
Oh,
so we're
see.
hoping as of December 31st, it will be seamless, and that NSHA will come in and basically just be able to take stray dogs, surrenders, anything that needs to happen without a hiccup. We'll see.
So aside from it being a shelter, I guess, like you said, the most important part is to try to get an animal hospital. At least a place where you can do emergency work?
Definitely. And I think that is going to happen. Like I said, I can't really say guarantee one way or the other, because I know it's a little bit hush-hush right now because there's negotiations and things like that. But I think everybody's very aware of that situation. Nobody wants to have a non-alternative to have emergency care. So everybody's very much on top of that. And I know there's a group working hard on that. It's not my group.
Okay.
we took the one smaller piece that's maybe a little easier, and then they are taking that on.
Well, do we know why the MSPCA pulled out? I mean,
people ask the wrong person.
Well, do you have your own opinion on that?
Of course I do, and I won't tell you what it is.
Okay. I had to ask.
But
well, obviously, it wasn't run well enough to keep it financially stable.
Right.
So obviously, so what makes you think that somebody else that's going to, you guys, for instance, move in there can actually do a better job or to make it work?
I think that having it be a grassroots organization, community run, with people that are passionate, and those people were already involved and were sort of not able to run with what they wanted to do.
So what would be some of the things that we would do differently there?
Right now we're gonna run with what we know. We're gonna just basically be able to take in animals, adopt them out, take in strays, care for them. It's gonna be all volunteer run, so there will be no paid staff.
Okay.
So we are filling slots right now and getting orientations together from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Wow, good for you.
And that's gonna be tough because the momentum's gonna be there in the beginning, and then people are gonna, you know, they're going on vacation, summer's here, it's crazy. So hopefully we're gonna have staff at some point. But right now we're gonna do volunteer run. A big picture vision, we're looking for education in the community, a lot more community outreach than we had at the MSPCA. We wanna be there to help people with their animals, whether it's abuse cases, neglect, proper ownership, education, training, any of that stuff. We're hoping to be the animal welfare organization on the island.
Right. And financially, how do you expect to pay for this if they're asking for rent?
Exactly.
How can people help in that way? Do you need that?
We absolutely need it.
And how do people get in contact with you?
We have right now, we have an email account. It's nantucketsha@gmail.com. Our name, by the way, Nantucket Safe Harbor for Animals.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have a website.
We're going to have a website. It'll be nantucketsafeharborforAnimals.org.
Okay.
And right now, because the paperwork's being filed, we've had such amazing support. We have a lawyer working on getting all that stuff done for us, pro bono, which is amazing. But right now, we're able to take donations through the Community Foundation.
Oh, okay.
So they can go online and click donate and put NSHA in the memo, and we're able to take donations because we have nothing right now.
All right.
We had such a small amount of time to gather and sort out that just starting to fundraise.
When does it actually become yours? And
January 1st.
January 1st.
That is it.
Okay.
And we're running with it regardless. And we have a fundraiser this weekend.
Good.
Can I plug that?
Which is the stroll weekend, but in case it's over.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but this will be on before then. Okay. But it'll play after this too.
Sunday 11 to 2, Photos with Santa at the MSPCA.
Good to know.
But not benefiting the MSPCA.
All right.
It's going to split between us and Cat Trap.
Terrific. Thanks, Jessica.
Thanks, Gino.
Okay.